Good government makes people feel respected and appreciated, and gives leadership and support to fostering democracy where all voices are heard. In 2001, when I joined the City of Cincinnati as city manager, it was the best of times. But for the African American community, they felt it was the worst of times, and they felt their city government had failed them, that they had been excluded from the economic mainstream, that they had been marginalized by politics, and that the American dream wasn't real for them. When I walked into the city after the Timothy Thomas shooting, which was the 16th shooting of an African American male, this shooting changed the character of the relationship between police, City Hall, and the African American community. Days of civil unrest began. Inside, disperse. There was property damage, individuals were injured, the city's reputation was sullied. It had to change, it had to be different.
You got the people down at City Hall, they got all these degrees, but nobody understands a simple phrase that enough is enough.
When people come together and protest, it is usually the last straw. It is not normally the first reaction. All of the issues and the challenges and the problems faced in the African American community were not going to be solved in a day. They were not going to be solved by a single group of people. It was going to require the entire community. You have to begin to build trust. It means you have to talk to people that you don't agree with. It was very tough. It was uncomfortable, to be very honest with you. People were angry.
I just got shot in the back.
They were yelling, they were shouting. But they needed to get it out, and quite frankly, public officials, including policing officials, needed to hear it.
Everyone here are not thugs and punks and that kind of thing. These people are concerned, for their lives.
At the end of the day, I believe my job as city manager was to help improve the quality and character of community life, but as importantly, promote democracy. And for me, democracy is about the ability of people in a place to come together with their neighbors, with public institutions, and have an influence, have an impact on what happens every day. We got people into the habit of participating in government because people understood what it meant and the power they had when they came together with their neighbors to make a difference. I think people today, reflecting years later, would say that we made a profound difference, that we began to address both the institutional problems of inclusion, of racism, of relationships, and as importantly, we changed the practices, policies, and procedures in the Cincinnati Police Department in ways that people started to feel respected, started to think about themselves not as a community that was being invaded, but rather as a place where people had responsibility with police for creating a safe community. But you have to talk, you have to find common ground, you have to find a way to move forward from that history in order to create a new collective future.